Hey guys, Colton here with another review for Osomatsu San. Today we have the Osomatsu Chabudai Gathering Set. It's going to come with all 6 of the Matsuno brothers as well as the Espernyanko. Looking here, we have the Megahouse logo down in the bottom right hand corner. I have the Payroll logo up top here. Coming around the back, it says it includes Osomatsu, Karamatsu, Charamatsu, Ichimatsu, Jushimatsu, Toramatsu, the Espernyanko and the table set. We have some pictures here of all of the brothers, obviously. Customer service, telling you the Megahouse website right down here. Yeah, and then just a couple other things, you know, warning label, everything like that. So you might notice it has this like shoebox on the inside with that wrapping paper on the top. We'll pop this out real quick. Take a look at that box. Yeah, you see it says Osomatsu San down in the corner, Megahouse 2016. Then yeah, you see it's like a little shoebox. Then you open this up. I'm trying to make it look nice on camera. There's the Espernyanko. You got your inserts for the fold out, and then this, it's a foam interior with all of the brothers, the ESP kitty and the table, so we'll get it all set up and take a look at them. Okay, now that we got the brothers all set up in their little living quarters, I can show you that the set also does come with a chair, the hand chair that's always in the corner. I'm not so keen on paper fold-outs like that. Even this, I mean, this is a great display, but I've soft taped it essentially to where I can just fold it back up and put it back in the box and not worry about it. I usually will just display this sort of stuff separate from this because keeping this in good order can be difficult, and I was actually thinking of printing out my own displays for Osomatsu San to be able to display them a little bit better anyways. So something like this is great, but I don't want to damage it when it's an actual product, you know, so we'll be pulling the brothers out of this to actually look at the figures individually. But I just wanted to show it real quick because it is a great little display for them. You can move it around easy enough, and you know, the detail is great. It looks like it's straight out of the cartoon. So yeah. So obviously these guys being as small as they are, you don't have any posability with them, but they are really great depictions of each of the brothers. You see their personalities popping out through what expressions they do have. Obviously, they're all in a relaxed pose. They're all sitting around the table like you see in the intros. ESP Kitty Espernyanko, he is quickly forgot about in the series. He's usually just in promotional material past the first season, sort of disappears. Put Jushimatsu under the table because he fits perfectly, you know. We'll go ahead and actually look at each figure individually, but this is what I mean, where it's all like they all have their own individual poses, even if some of them are just about the same. You get mirrorings and you get really great little detail on them. So yeah, we'll take a look at each brother individually and then do some size comparisons. First we have Osomatsu. He's, like I said, in a relaxed pose, sitting on the ground, looking off over to his left shoulder. Really awesome detail, like I said, here on the bottom. Just says FAO. It's all of the legal stuff, copyright, made in China, essentially. Yeah, let's see if I can't
zero in on his face detail. Like I said, really good detail for how small the actual figure is.
Next, we have Karamatsu.
He is probably my favorite figure in the set in terms of his expression. You know, just let's see. There you go. Yep.
Nope, just captures the character well. He's got a darker hoodie than usual on this figure, but it looks good on him. It's distinctly different enough from Ichimatsu to where you can tell the difference between them. But more importantly, yeah, it captures the character well, like I said. Probably the slimiest brother of them all besides Osomatsu's Choromatsu. Always trying to get his brothers to get a job, but very rarely is he out looking for one. He just seems to like to act like he's got his stuff together, his poop in a group, if you will, but he's just as clueless as the rest of them. And this pose it perfectly captures that false sense of self that Choromatsu has, that he thinks he has himself figured out, when really he's just as bad off as the rest of his brothers. The complete opposite of Choromatsu is definitely Ichimatsu, someone who's just accepted that he might not be so special, but he's taking it to the extreme where he thinks he's trash and everyone around him is trash and that he doesn't deserve nice things. And yeah, it's reflective in the character. The figure does a good job at showing you just how uncaring he is. My favorite brother is Jushimatsu, and here we have him in a laying down pose. It's a really nice little figure of Jushimatsu. We'll be taking a look at him in a future video with the rest of my Jushimatsus. But yeah, no, he's great. Stand him up. If you were able to lean him against something, this is a really fun pose for him, even standing up. So yeah, no, he's a winner. Probably my favorite. Shouldn't exist, because if he didn't, then they'd be able to stand 5 in a line and have perfect division between Osomatsu. But yeah, again, he's one of the best characters in the entire show. Totally insane. So yep, I love him. And then last but not least, we have little Espernianko, ESP Kitty as is known here in the United States. Really
great detail for such a little toy. You can see him there on my thumb.
Yeah, really small. So we'll get some measurements done on these guys to let you know how big they are.
Osomatsu's gonna stand at roughly, oh god, he's gonna be a little under 1.5 inches just sitting down. Likewise, Karamatsu is just about, if not slightly under 1.5 inches tall. You know, accounting for the bottom of the ruler, if it were cut off, you could say that they are about 1.5 inches tall. All around, they're probably going to be about the same. So, I mean, yeah, realistically, 1.5 inches. Jushimatsu's about 1/2 inch, if not a little bit taller. Laying down, standing up, is almost 2.5 inches, if not right about on that line. Then Totomatsu, probably the shortest. He's hunched over slightly. And then actually the shortest again. Sitting a little over 1/2 inch, we have the ESP Nyanko. So as you can see, comparing the Megahouse Matsuno brothers to some Bandai Gashapon and the Orange Rouge Osomatsu San minifigures, you can see they all stand about the same height, 1.5 inches. So it's a good comparison to see how differently each of these brothers can be stylized. You know, you have something like this, like Karamatsu, that these guys I would say are even a little bit more realistically proportioned than in the show, a little bit skinnier, not quite as chibified as something like this, that you can tell has a bigger head for the body and the stubbier legs that you see on the show, the stubbier limbs. But then they go a completely different direction here, where they take really strong line art work from, especially this one, really similar in terms of the eyes,
but then it just goes full cartoon with the actual proportions and how round they are. So yeah, you definitely have quite a variety here, and with any of these guys, you know, I wouldn't say I would recommend one over the other, but these guys are legitimately just great representations of the Matsuno brothers, and I would say that this set in general is a win. It's definitely one that you should get, that if you're interested in Osomatsu San. If you like the series at all, then it's perfect for putting on your desk or anything like that. And if you guys enjoyed this video, then I'd love to know. I hope you guys have a great day.